Hey pals, welcome to Frame and Fiber. I'm so glad you're here. In today's video, we are going to see some more picture framing. I am meeting with my friend Chevas, so I hope you enjoy it. It is a cross stitch. Are you shocked? Anyway, check out the video and I'll see you at the end.
All right. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. I am here with Chevas and we are framing a cross stitch. Lady, will you tell everyone a little bit about yourself and the piece that I'm framing for you?
Hi guys, I'm Chevas. Some of you, if any of you are knitters, know me as Chevy Rel from the Chevy Rel Stuff podcast. And Paige is my friend. And I made this little cross stitch that you'll see here. And I sent it to her to be framed. I am Snarky. We are in our stuff, my stuff room, which is just filled with all the things. And my piece will go perfect in this room. So I'm looking forward to having it in a frame.
I'm looking forward to framing it for you. I have a couple questions for you, lady.
Okay.
Did you have a preconceived notion of how you wanted this to look before you sent this to me?
No.
All right. I mean, it is pretty fun. So.
I am very much, you're the professional. And since I know nothing about framing anything, part of why I sent it to you, I need you to tell me what my options are because I really don't know.
Definitely. I will, I'm going to help narrow it down. As far as the how it's framed, that's definitely where I come in as a professional and I will tell you what the best is. But as far as the design part of it, that's where you come in, your personality, your taste, because there's no right or wrong when it comes to what you like versus what someone else likes.
Sure.
So,
but you're good at narrowing it down because like all those options behind you, I would be like, So you have a good eye. I trust you.
Well, I did pick out a few things just to kind of, streamline this process.
Sure.
So I can show you a few things. Do you have an idea of where you're putting it?
I do. Check it out. It's going right there. This is my stuff room. Can you see all the stuff? So it'll go in that hole right there.
That's going to be perfect right there. All right, so just from being able to see the space that it's going in is really helpful for me because obviously I can see that you're not going for some, type of style. You really want it to be your personality.
I like eccentric things.
I love it. All right, so basically, from what I know about you and seeing the space it's going in, and obviously the piece, I mean, how often do I get a cross stitch that's so snarky?
Subversive, I think is what they, oh shoot, I hit the camera, is what they call that, right? Subversive.
I picked out fun frames for this. I assumed that's where we were going to go with this. That said, if anything I pick out is way too much and you're like, yeah, let's tone that down, just let me know. Even though I have a lot back here, what I pulled out we don't have to stick with. So
sure.
All right, so let's look at the matting first. Cross stitch, it's fiber, so we don't want the glass touching your stitches, otherwise it'll squish it and crush it and it won't be pretty.
Yeah, you hear that a lot with cross stitchers too.
Yeah, I do have to narrow these down. The problem with a piece like this is I can go in so many different directions because it's so fun. So let's see.
I like that.
So that was the first one. I like the idea of the dark top mat and the bottom or the background color. So I don't know if the viewers at home can see it, but obviously you know it. This is not a white piece of fabric. It's more of a pale gray, which I think is why the white thread that you use pops so nicely because it's not a white background.
Yes, and that's not what it called for. That's just what I had, so that's what it got.
I love it. So you could do something like that, or if you don't want to go so bold with it and you want to do a little bit lighter, you can do blue. And that's what the lighter mat would look like. It's still darker than the background, but it's not obviously as dark as the other one.
Sure.
So if you don't want to do a color, We can also just keep it really simple, like that.
Okay.
So those are my ideas for the matting. Anything strike your fancy?
I definitely like the first one.
I should really start showing people not my favorite thing first. I should like break it up.
Oh yeah, because I think that makes it pop totally.
Yeah, that, you know, the dark on the outside with the light popping up, it has like a keyhole effect. So it really makes it look like you want to zoom in and see it. All right, so I'm not going to show you my favorite frame first since I don't want to lead the witness.
Okay.
All right, so I'm just going to grab one. That said, I like all of these frames. Okay, so that one to me, let me just move this so you can see the framing a little bit more. See how
Okay, it's like a ropey. Is that metallic?
Yeah, it's really cool. I
like metallic. I'm a fan of metallic.
It's an awesome frame. I will send you very clear zoomed in pictures of all of this over email. So that way, even if, you know, we're going to go through the process now and you'll pick what you want, but we can definitely change it if you decide, you know, if I show you a picture and you see it clear and you're like, no, I want that better. So we can do any of that. But I will send you pictures. So that's that one. It's a really cool, I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, it almost looks ropey or something.
It has a really cool texture. And it's like a silver and gray.
Yep.
So something very similar to that is this one. It's more subtle, but it's solid black. But it's, let's see if I can get that close.
Oh, and it has a shine.
Yeah, it's like a lacquered black frame with that same type of texture.
Okay.
But it's the reflection of the light that gives you the color change rather than two different colors.
Right.
So that's that one. And I thought that was pretty cool too.
Yep, I like it.
All right, let's do these two next. Cute, sweet, little black frame.
Yep.
It has, oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Right? I just thought with your little stars everywhere, it kind of just was a little bit
the
more
little dots.
Yeah.
Sure.
Then I picked this one, which is like a very ornate French looking frame, but I just thought that would be kind of fun to put something very out there with this.
Right. Like it's so kind of pinkies up and then you have
exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, that's kind of fun.
Okay.
All right, then I have two more for you.
Oh, I love it.
All right, so this one's pretty darn cool. Let me see if I can get that to show. I will definitely put a picture. It looks like it's been 3D printed.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Isn't that neat?
I like that. Yeah.
And it also looks, so it looks 3D printed, but it also, the shapes of I'm calling them blobs for a lack of a better word. Little shapes feel kind of like clouds and misty, which inside a crystal ball. So that was my thought with that one.
That's my favorite so far.
And then the last one is just repeating that pink on the outside, and it's a rustic.
Oh, and I like that one too, but I definitely like the blue one. Like I can already tell. Is it blue or purple? I can't tell. Yeah,
it's blue.
I really like that one.
It is on the screen that I'm seeing. It does look a little bit more of a royal blue, where in person it's more of like a, so on that screen it looks,
oh yeah,
and on this screen it looks, so I wish I could say like, now in your head imagine those two colors mixed. That's the real color.
Yeah, it looks more saturated on the what is it, the up close one.
Yeah. So,
but it looks like it matches the picture well. I mean, those colors would still be interpreted, right?
Let me see if I could do this, because
yeah, it still works. That's still. Oh man, see, I'm so indecisive because I like the pink one too. It's definitely between the pink and the blue. I mean, I like the other ones, but I am a little outside the box, and y'all have seen the stuff room, so.
Well, the space that you showed too, I feel like the pink and the blue will demand some attention because this is small. Like, what is this? Like, I mean, it's smaller than my hand, so it's not a big piece. And so it could get lost, but with a brighter frame, it's going to say, hey, look at me, I'm here.
Right. Well, and let me show you, let me flip this around real quick again. This right here is a knit alien. His name's Ellen. And it's like an alien autopsy knit thing. Like you can see inside him. It's so cool. But he's hot pink, and then that's going to go down there. So I almost feel like we need the blue just because I already have some hot pink.
I feel like also you should send me a close-up picture of Alan so I can put that in here for people at home to see. Because that's
Alan is very cool. If any of you ever wanted to see what an alien autopsy looks like, I definitely will.
So the blue, you think that way you have?
I really like it. My stuff room is when I moved into this house, I wanted something to call my stuff room. And that's because I have a lot of family heirlooms, and a lot of art pieces that I have acquired from local artists that I love. And I wanted the aesthetic of the room to be one of, there's so much cool stuff in here, I don't even know where to look.
Yes.
So that's why I like the pieces where, it's like grabbing your sight. Like, I don't even know where to go right now.
I love that. My Miller, his best friend, her mom has this it's a small apartment, but she has the coolest artwork, and it's from floor to ceiling. Like, there's not a space. And you would think, by me saying that it's too much, but it's not, because it's so consistent.
Yeah.
It's so awesome.
And that's what I wanted in here. I have been asked, does the rest of your house look like that? And no, it's just the stuff room. That's the point of the stuff room.
Right.
So there's stuff in it.
Right. There's stuff in the stuff room.
Yeah. And it sort of looks like Holstein-y. You know how Holstein cows have?
Yeah. It's probably more accurate in what the shapes are. It's just cool. When I first got this molding, I was like, what? It's 3D printed. It's very cool.
Yeah, I like it.
Wait, is that it? Are we done?
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Okay,
so I do have a question.
Yeah.
I did press that piece,
right.
And you can still see the ring from the embroidery hoop.
So,
is that something you can aid me in correcting, or when you flatten it in the frame, do you think that'll go away?
So possibly. I think the only way to get rid of that would be to steam it.
Sure. And I feel like I did that and it didn't work.
So our other option, since it is a circle and it's right around the whole thing, I could cut the mats in circles rather than a square. And so the circle, I will make it just go right to the edge of where your ring was. And so you won't know. And even if you see it on the edge a little, your eye won't notice it because it's not, a straight edge and a curve together. It's two curves.
Okay. So I love that. But is that harder for you, pricing wise? Is that a different
cutting the circle mats does cost you a little bit more, so I will give you the breakdown when I send you your email with your pictures. I'll also give you the breakdown of the pricing, because you have to choose between the glass, which is for this piece, there's a whole bunch of different glass that I could use, but what I would recommend is either the museum glass or the conservation clear glass. And I'll explain all of that in the email to you and the difference in cost.
Okay. I like the circle idea a lot.
I think
that would be really cool.
I think it would be cool too, even without the, because you can kind of see it on the screen.
Yeah.
Even without that, depression, or that it's not a wrinkle, it's like a, what do you call it?
It's from the embroidery hoop, and I pressed it because you're always supposed to press your stitches.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't iron it, but press it, and it's still kind of there.
I wondered,
but if I wondered if you got it, the mat close up. I like the circle idea.
So do I. I think it works perfect. Like even without that, I think because of the crystal ball, it would be awesome.
Yeah. I agree. I
All right,
like
cool.
that. Is glare a thing with museum glass? Is there
So the museum glass cuts down on the glare.
Okay, that I think that I knew that or heard that before.
Yeah. Do you have any
I'm
other
so
questions?
excited. It's gonna be awesome.
It's gonna look so good. There will be no glue touching this. It'll be tacked down. I'll sew it down. So that will be, it's reversible, I guess is what I'm trying to tell you. It is small, so I don't know how, when it's the smaller cross stitches don't have to be stretched like the bigger ones because this is pretty stiff too. So he's pretty good just the way he is. I'm calling it a he. So
it could be he. If that's what he wants to be today, he can be a he.
I'm so excited that we're using this frame.
Oh, I'm so excited. The whole thing is going to be awesome. I love the circle idea.
Me too.
Wow.
All right then.
Cool.
That's it.
Yay. Okay, what's the lead time?
So it's going to take me about, it's funny with like the world we're living in today, deliveries are a little bit weird.
Sure.
Getting supplies. So it depends on how long it'll take for me to get this frame in.
Gotcha.
But
I just wondered art-wise, like once you have all your stuff, how long does it take you from beginning to end to frame a piece?
It's hard. I guess I could like, if I took like, it's not a timer, but if I paid attention to the clock when I did each aspect, because I don't do one piece at one time.
Gotcha.
So like, it's hard to tell. Like I go from week to week. So like this week right now, I'm getting all my orders in and placing orders. Next week is when I build the frames from this week. And then after that, the week after that is when I do all of the work in assembling. So it takes me, for my average, for a walk-in customer, I tell them about 2 weeks because it's that much time in between.
Gotcha.
For you, because I'm shipping this out to you, this will probably be more like 3 weeks.
Gotcha. I just wondered because I've never had, I know that custom frames, like that piece right there, you're going to get it in a piece and have to like build the frame. It's not like going to Hobby Lobby and buying an 8x10. So I just didn't really have any idea on that. And I know that I'll probably have people who ask me.
Yeah.
When I tell them that we're doing this.
2 weeks is a good turnaround time. Like it's, I can definitely get it done sooner if I have to, or it might go over a couple days depending on how long it took me to get supplies in. Or sometimes like if I have a lot of framing, like everyone comes, like there's certain times of the year where I get a ton. And so it's like, it takes longer than 2 weeks, but 2 weeks is the rough estimate.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yay.
Cool. I'm excited. I've never had anything framed before.
Well, I think this is going to look awesome. All right, lady. Any other questions?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, thanks for being here with me.
I'll keep an eye out on the email.
Woohoo. Bye, everybody.
All right. Bye.
So that was Chevas and I picking out her piece, and I showed you a little bit of the process. In this one I was cutting circle mats, so I thought that was pretty fun to show you guys. If you haven't seen any of my other videos and want to see more of the process behind picture framing, specifically cross stitches, I do some very involved videos for cross stitch, so go check out my playlist for picture framing. That's linked below. Yeah, so let me show you the finished result. I love it. Isn't it great? So yes, it's irreverent. And if you watch Chevas and her Chevy Rel's Stuff podcast, then you will know that this is going to be perfect in her stuff room. I love the frame specifically because it looks like it's 3D printed, and my husband has lots of 3D printers, so I thought that was pretty cool. And I just thought everything about this is just so perfect and whimsical for this piece. So I hope Chevas likes it. I think she will. I loved framing it. I hope you loved watching the process from picking out everything to the final product. Contact me if you have any questions. My email is paigetheframer@gmail.com. Anything to do with picture framing, even if you just have a question, hit me up. You can also comment below. Yeah, so if you like this video and you want to stay in touch, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. All right, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.